What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Joe Nitro RC. Well, if you've been on the internet on any of the Nitro groups and forums, you will have heard in the last 2 days that HPI have finally released the new updated GT6. So I started thinking about it, thinking whether I should get one or whether I should still look at getting the self-build kit. And I started going through the specs of the new one, and it says that it's got bulletproof drivetrain, but I have a bit of a problem with that. Now, my problem with it is this: HPI sell bulletproof diffs, but they're sintered, and I don't believe that any sintered gears are bulletproof whatsoever. Just to let you know exactly what sintered gears are made by getting a powder which is iron based, but it's also full of graphite and other adhesives. They push it into a mold, the mold of the gears they're making, and then they heat it just until it starts melting. Then they apply pressure, and that's it. It cools down, there's your gear. It's a very cheap way of making gears. The problem is that the metal does not fuse as a whole, because if you've ever broken anything that's sintered, inside it's still grainy, and obviously if it's grainy inside, it can fracture. Now, I don't believe that anything that's grainy inside would stop a 22, let alone anything else. So I think calling something bulletproof that's sintered is outrageous, and I really hope that the new spec GT6 don't have their bulletproof sintered gears in. And the really silly thing about it is that the two other bulletproof diffs that you can get, one are forged, the other one is machined. Now, if you want to know what they are, forged metal is basically like a metal that's heated and beaten like in a forge and a blacksmith. Obviously this is done mechanically by machines, and machined gears come from a stock. So you would have like say a tube of steel, they would cut a slice from it, they put it in the machine, and the machine cuts it, but it's already a whole piece of steel. Forged stuff tends to be very strong. Machine stuff is a little bit more precise, but when you consider that forged bulletproof diff, pinion and ring for this is like £6 more, why would you ever use a bulletproof sintered gear? And why would you put it onto a truck that's so expensive? So I really hope that HPI have used either machined or forged bulletproof diffs. It's great news that there's another Savage coming out. That overrides everything. We need more Nitros coming out, so really pleased about it. But I just hope that the transmission and the diffs are decent, because otherwise I just think it's a bit of a liberty. Anyway, guys, so back to this one, which is completely bulletproof, FLM and forged diffs. This runs the LRP ZRX 3.2 spec 4.1. I have the ERCM tune pipe, very nice, very rare now pipe, and it has problems. Now, I did some research into these ERCM pipes, and they are supposed, according to the producer, the manufacturer of these pipes, Robin Fothergill, he was quoted as saying that this pipe performs a lot better with this style here manifold. Now, this is the manifold that you'll be familiar from 21, 25 and the X. It's shaped like this at this weird angle because the chassis is shorter on those trucks, and it has the double shocks, and it's made like that to get round the back of the back shock, or the front of the back shock, depending on what you want to say. However, these XLs actually come with this manifold, which doesn't fit the X and everything. Now, this manifold here is supposed to produce more power, high-end power, whereas this one is supposed to produce more low-end power. The advantage to this is that I'm running, as I said, the LRP, and this makes so much heat which is transferred to this manifold, and these couplers here they don't perform well with it. they get very, very soft and jelly-like. If you've got anything but the very, very best zip ties, they burst off. And a way to combat that is to use this. It'll keep the engine cooler. It'll probably give it a bit more down end torque. So I've gonna fit this and we're gonna see what it's like. But I also have an original HPI coupler. These are really, really thick silicone, and they're well known to have very good heat resistant qualities. I am going to put the original hanger back on because I'm hoping it'll just fit normally now. I'm changing this back over to a standard manifold. At the moment I am using an Allen key which I heated and bent. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove all this, put this header on, this coupler, some metal zip ties I've got. I also, if I have time, want to take the side off this while all of the pipe is off it. I want to take the whole side plate off, adjust this spring here for the steering and give it some thread lock so it doesn't move again. And maybe if I still got time, I will reset the gears. Now I reset my gears a lot because I do not use thread lock on them. Some people do. The manual doesn't say to do it. I worry that it's going to get inside the cams and they're not going to work, so I just adjust them every now and again, but it's not shifting great anymore, so that's very, very simple to do. So that's the order of the day, my friends. And of course we will be taking it for a massive rip. Now this thing before, when it had this manifold on, was popping wheelies, not so much with this one, which would bear out the science. So let's find out. Okay guys, so I've removed the exhaust. I have temporarily fitted the manifold there just to see it fits with that gasket. But if you look at what's come off it, can you see all that damage on there? That's just down to heat. It's absolutely destroyed it. And this is no different. This is a Hongnor coupler. If you look inside there, you can see all that detritus there. It's just where it's absolutely destroyed it, the heat inside, and it's just melted and started coming apart. Goodness knows what's in the pipe. I'm gonna have to have a look in a minute, but this is the issue that we're dealing with and what we're trying to address. And also guys, as you can see, this is the end of the pipe. I mean, look at the state of it. It's even leaked right down there on the pipe. Absolutely awful. This is such a nice pipe, Extreme RC Mods pipe. Now I'm going to have a look inside the pipe in a minute, but I have this, which is gunk tar remover. I'm hoping that will get rid of the crud, and I'll get back to you in a sec. Okay, here we go. So the manifold is on. There is the manifold and pipe coupler, HPI branded one. I had to cut and heat and rebend that. So it's just a matter of putting it back together and on from there. Okay guys, I'm happy with where this is at the moment. I wanted to disassemble the top section of the transmission and fiddle with the gearing, but I am running out of time, so I thought, well, let's give it a test first, make sure there's no leaks, see what the power's like. I did notice while I was working on this that one of the pins that comes out the drive cup that goes onto the diff, that had come unwound. That possibly could have been causing it not to shift very well if it was slipping. So that's tightened and Loctited up. I've got the heater on here. We're going to prime it in a second and give it a rip. Okay, let's go. Let's see what happens.
on my hands, Sunday sunrise in my eyes, little scars on my knuckles from 1,000 tries. Plastic tables, parts laid out, tune pipe shining in the light. Pull cord, heartbeat, cough and growl, we bring these monsters back to life. Yeah! Burning nitro, keeping it alive. Every scream of the engine I feel revived. Addicted to the smell, to the shake, to the drive. This is the Nitro family where everyone's welcome to fly. Joey laughing by the stand, lean it out, just trust the sound. Kids with headphones, holding cars, dreaming laps around this ground. Old heads teaching, breaking runs, new blood filming every pass. Different faces, same obsession, we chase fire in the grass. Burning nitro, keeping it alive. Every scream of the engine, I feel revived. Addicted to the smell, to the shake, to the drive. This is the Nitro family where everyone's welcome to fly. Yeah, we keep it alive. Yeah, we keep it alive.
So there you go. I'm really happy. Set out to get a little bit more power and cool it down, and although it still was getting hot, there's no melting there and doesn't seem to be too bad leak wise, and it was pulling wheelies, so obviously it does give you more bottom end power. I know you can argue that this is a highly modified truck anyway, but definitely that header has definitely made a difference to the power of this ERCM pipe. It's absolutely deafening, that pipe. It's ear splitting, but it is a lot of fun. So the next thing I'm going to do with this is obviously tune the 2-speed and 3-speed. It's very easy, very basic. As I said, I don't Loctite them, so they just slip out all the time, but that's just you either Loctite them or you don't, so that's just personal preference. It doesn't take long to flip the top off of this and do it. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. If you got to the end, I really appreciate it. As always, if you'd like to see any more of my content, there'll be a video on the left and a video on the right, and if you press my logo in the top center, you can subscribe. Anyway guys, as always, those who know Nitro and Joey Nitro will catch you on the next one.
We speed 'em up.